out. Hey, hey, hey.
This is the Rock Garden, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, live from Cali, and tonight we tribute Daryl Hall and John Oates. Daryl Hall grew up in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, the son of a professional singer, and by the time he hit Temple University, he was already embedded in the Philadelphia soul scene. Session work, backup singing, recording alongside the architects of the Philly sound, including those that you just heard live from the Apollo in 1985. John Oates was born in New York, raised just outside of Philly, playing guitar by the age of 5. He spent 14 years gigging through folk, blues, R&B, and whatnot before he even sets foot on stage or a college campus. These were not just two guys who found music together. They were both already well in to their careers, a decade even before they even shared a stage together. They met in 1967 at a Battle of the Bands in Adelphi Ballroom, a hall leading to the Temptones, Oates leading the Masters. The gunfire broke out between rival gangs at that show, and both ran for the same service elevator. And that's how it all started. Them getting to know each other, stuffed in the service elevator, while gunshots rang in South Philadelphia. It's all vinyl tribute tonight, y'all. Daryl Hall, John Oates. My name is Jason One. This is The Rock Garden. In true style, new to the old. We starting off with, the 80s vibe. Oh yeah. 1988. Hit 24 on the Billboard charts. Everything Your Heart Desires. Number 3 on the Hot 100. Number 2 on the Adult Contemporary. Number 13 on the R&B charts, 1988. This would be the last top 10 hit ever. Let's drift, y'all. Peace to the family in the chat. City Hunter 426, Tucci Boy 224, and the rest of y'all lurking. Rock, 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 rock. Rock, 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 rock.
first
studio album. In 4 years after their debut on Arista, after a decade on RCA, and the label change mattered. It signaled the end of their commercial peak, even though the album still went platinum. What's notable is that even at this stage, they could still drop a genuine hit. This joint right here, number 3 on the charts. Their 16th and final top 10 single. The empire was winding down, but they weren't going out quietly. Let's just put it that way. And in true Rock Garden fashion, we start with the new and we drift back. We very rarely do we touch the 80s. We try to stay in the 70s and the 60s, but every now and then these groups leak into the 80s and it's still significant. And these brothers, like I said, we got at least 4 hours of joints. And it was so hard to keep it, you know.
There's still
There's so many joints. Important ones. But my goal tonight is to unearth some gems, you know, some rocks, if you will. That's why we call it the Rock Garden. We're out here digging, man. Now, hopefully I can tap into some Hall & Oates you've never heard before, along with some fun facts, their backstory, their influences, who they influenced. And believe it or not, they did influence Michael Jackson in one way that might blow your mind. And I will bring that fun fact up when it's apparent, when it's relative. I'll see now, Tucci's don't go spoiling shit. But man, these brothers, they call it blue-eyed soul. I just call it great music. In fact, I file it under soft rock. Don't sue me.
Who are you?
My name is Jason. We're doing this out of California every Tuesday. All vinyl, classic rock, funk, blues, and jazz. And every now and then we do a tribute, and these cats were well overdue. But I got all the joints that I wanted to share with y'all. We've spent years building this, and here we are. So peace to everybody in the chat. Tucci Boy, Troop Forever, City Hunter, and the rest of y'all in the back. Peace, peace.
It's the Rock Garden.
Rock Garden. Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific, live from Cali. All vinyl, classic rock, funk, blues, and jazz. And tonight we tribute Hall & Oates. Hall & Oates met in 1967 at that Battle of the Bands. We talked about it earlier, where gunshots between two rival gangs rang out in the crowd, and they rushed in the back and hid in a service elevator, and that's the first time that they met. They played together for a stretch, split up when Oates was transferring schools, and then reconnected and committed to working as a duo around 1970. They signed to Atlantic in 1972 and spent 3 albums filling it out: folk, soul, pop, hard rock, even disco at times. But that got them dropped. They moved on to RCA, and it changed everything. When it finally clicked around 1976 with Sara Smile and Rich Girl, there was no stopping them. Over the next decade, they charted 29 of the 33 singles in the Billboard Hot 100 and Top 40. They scored 6 #1 hits and sold north of 40 million records worldwide. The RIAA officially named them the most successful duo in rock history in 1984, while they were still in the middle of their peak run. Imagine being called the GOAT and you ain't even done yet. And Tucci Boy, I appreciate the quiet storm, but hey, there's joints that are going to get you up to boogie. Trust. We get a chat right now. Seven Sawyer T saying, how do you feel about Hall & Oates? Well, to be honest, it hurts my back.
Dad joke for some dad rock.
Off the H2O record, 1982, that's One on One, a top 10 ballad that showed their softer side amid all the synth funk that was happening during that era. Strong vocal performance, of course, by Hall, and a reminder that they could still slow it down and make it land. And we're going to get into more groovy tracks very soon. And one of our loyal faithfuls, Tucci Boy, was talking about not necessarily labeling them Quiet Storm, but they are very much Quiet Storm when it came to the hits in the joints that we remember, especially the ones that I remember. There are a handful of like Maneater and Rich Girl that are a bit more up-tempo. But as we drift back to their origin stories, you're going to find a lot of Temptations in them. You're going to find a lot of Motown vibes to them, that early Philly soul type of essence. And it never left their music. Even though they had to make it through the disco era, they still did. And they still, like we said, are arguably the best, most successful duo in rock history. One of my personal favorites right here. It's off the Big Bam Boom, 1984.
Sample alert.
Where my Wu-Tang heads at?
Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang.
subject to change. It's a method of modern love. M-E-T-H-O-D-O-F-L-O-V. It's a method of modern love. I can call you, got your number, share my life with you 1,000 miles away. If you heard me, I haven't shown it. Time too tight to fight and ways. Style is timeless and fashion's only now. We are the ones, no one needs to show us how. M-E-T-H-O-D-O-F-L-O-V. It's a method of modern love. M-E-T-H-O-D-O-F-L-O-V. It's a method of modern love.
You can hear a lot of samples tonight, but you also hear influences as well. And when we get to a certain joint, I'm going to talk about the bass line that apparently influenced and inspired one of the greatest songs or the most successful songs, most popular songs of all time, no matter the genre. It all stemmed from these cats. Like, what shaped these cats? Obviously, the Philadelphia soul scene. But more specifically, the Righteous Brothers, Sam Cooke and Ray Charles, of course, the Temptations, Todd Rundgren, of course, Riff Martin, their Atlantic producer who did most of their orchestral arrangements throughout their big songs, the big body songs.
It's modern love. I know what you're dreaming of. What we got is a method of modern love. It's a method of. We know what we do, and don't we? We know what we do, and don't we? In the moonlight, in the starlight, songs old as the night. Oh, what are we dreaming of? It's a method of modern love. Dreams of being different stuff, emanating in the method of a modern love. A present tense, past, time behind. Don't fall for the same one line. M-E-T-H-O-D-O-F-L-O-V-E. Don't you know that it's a method of?
Off their 1984 Big Bam Boom record from RCA. Peaked at number 5 on the charts. It was their 12th studio album and their last major commercial peak of the classic run. They brought in hip-hop pioneer at the time, Arthur Baker, believe it or not, to program the drums. He was also, obviously, the producer behind Africa Bambaata's Planet Rock. So throughout this record, you would hear a lot of more programmed drums versus like free-flowing analog drums, but still had their vibe. They never slipped. Never slipped. Shout out my man, Victor Mo Jr. in the chat and the rest of y'all in the back. Thank you so much for pulling up tonight. We are doing the Hall & Oates tribute tonight. It's all vinyl every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here
on the Rock Garden.
And that last one was Method of Modern Love, a top 5 hit that showed how fully they embraced that dance pop production style of the 80s without losing their melodic instincts. Of course, Arthur Baker's fingerprints are all over that damn thing, man. I tell you what. We're going to slide back to H2O, though. This is 1982. Victor Mo knows what's cracking with this record, man. This is The Sleeper. Open All Night. Their commercial apex right here. Number 3 on the Billboard 200. Best personal.
I know how you spend your time.
Chart at the time.
H2O from 1982 charted number 3, their highest charting album ever, the entire record too. And we haven't even touched, the hits off this record, believe it or not. Man, I'm telling you, it's deep, it's nasty. This whole tribute is nasty. I was so thrown back at the amount of consistent grooves that this group had, this duo had, from start to finish. We've already went through the origin story. We'll get back to it later. We want to keep on moving forward as we're actually moving backwards, starting with the 80s, drifting back to the 70s where they originated. Yeah, man, this record is probably, I would say, top 5 when it comes to their entire catalog for me. Not just because of the hits, but of course the grooves, the underground grooves that we've been playing so far. But it was all recorded at Electric Lady Studio with their touring band. So it wasn't even really their band that they gotten to know over the years, and it still sounds fantastic. But we're stepping back over to the grooves, the big bam, boom, 1984. And if there's any type of, if you wanted to write a love letter to somebody in regards to how you felt about this record, it would probably be the opening track that leads into the biggest hit off this LP, which is Out of Touch. It's their 6th and final number 1 single. It had a heavy synth-driven orchestration, but also the drum patterns like we talked about before with Arthur behind the keys and the pads. It's no wonder why this thing charted so high. But number 5 on the Billboard charts. And this groove right here at the beginning might feel out of pocket, but trust me, it blends in perfectly with one of your favorite Hall & Oates songs of all time. Right here on the Rock Garden. Wait for it.
Who are you? All you do is spin record. That's all you do. Who you think he is? DJ Quick? Huh? King
Dance on your knees.
PA in the building.
PA, stand up.
Y'all know the tune.
Shake it up is all that we know. Using bodies up as we go. I'm waking up to fantasy. The shades all
1984. Produced by Arthur Baker and Hall & Oates. With that mid-80s New York electro sound. Yes, the same Arthur. Planet Rock. The entire record. And interestingly enough, this record marked the beginning and the end of their hottest streak. It's just how it works sometimes. For those pulling up a little tardy, just to go back to the origin story real quick. Daryl Hall grew up in Pottstown, PA, the son of a professional singer. And by the time he hit Temple University, he was already embedded in the Philly soul scene. He was doing session work. He was backup singing. He recorded alongside of some of the architects that we played at the very beginning of the show, which was a live performance at the Apollo, a surprise presence of Eddie Kendricks, and I believe it was, come on, test my memory. I don't want to look at my fun fact grid. The Temptation Cat. Cool. The Wolf saved me. But yeah, he was already embedded into the essence of Philly soul, playing for some legends locally. And of course, John Oates was born over in New York City, raised just outside of Philly, playing the guitar at age 5. He spent 14 years gigging through folk, blues, and R&B bands before he ever even set foot on a college campus. These were not just two guys who found music together, man. They were both ready. They had a decade of experience before they even slapped hands together, man. It's crazy. And it makes sense. When we get to the old school, you'll smell it. These guys were seasoned before they even hit the grill.
Were?
Word.
Dave Ruffin. Yes, sir. Dave Ruffin. See, I didn't want to cheat. I wanted to test my brain. Eddie Kendrick. Dave Ruffin. Hall & Oates live at the Apollo Theater.
I'd like to join the
Shout out to all the PA legends. I've left my heart in South Philly many a time. family nickname SD. Big man. J. Jonah Jet.
Mod Squad.
Of course, JB 1200. Allentown in the building. Yeah, it's crazy. These cats. The story is wild. I want to revisit this story real quick. This is one that was very, very, very interesting, right? They met in 1967 at a Battle of the Bands at the Adelphi Ballroom. Hall leading the Temtones. Oates leading the Masters. Two of their groups before they had even met. They were battling for a cash prize when gunfire broke out between rival gangs and the crowd. So both the bands ran towards the back, and believe it or not, both Hall and Oates ended up in the same service elevator, and that's how they met. They got to know each other while they were cowering in a service elevator during a battle of the bands. That's crazy. Yeah, they stopped shooting? I don't know, man. What's your name? My name's John. Pleasure to meet you, John. My name's Daryl. Stay down.
Watch your lips.
This was the record that kicked the door wide open for Hall & Oates. It was from 1981. It charted at number 5 on the U.S. Billboard charts, off of the RCA record label, of course. 3 top 10 singles, 2 number 1s, produced by Hall & Oates themselves. Of course, Neil Kernan was involved, but that was that Electric Lady, so of course he was involved. It was their second consecutive album made on their own terms with their own band. And this wasn't a touring band. This was their dudes that pulled it together on some Steely Dan shit. They were like, this is what we want. This is the sound that we want. The sound is tighter. It's more confident than the next album that we'll get into after H2O, In Private Eyes, Voices. And the songwriting is just sharper. It makes more sense. He's not just dilly-dallying and playing around. Like he's preaching. Private Eyes is the record where they stopped being a very good band and became pretty much an untouchable one. But Speaking of untouchable, let's go ahead and slide into the obvious hit off of H2O from 1982, Maneater, #1 around the world. Sounds like it's about a dangerous woman, but it's actually about New York City. So listen close.
Say what?
Yeah, man, it's about the greed, the excess. It's 80s Manhattan personified. That saxophone. One of the most recognizable in pop history. Let's get it.
She'll only come out at night, lean and hungry time. Nothing is new, I've seen her here before. Watching her waiting, she's sitting with you, but her eyes are on the door.
Get your Carlton on.
So many are paid to see what you think, you get it for free. The woman is wild, she can't tame by the perfect jaguar. Money's a matter, if you're in it for love, you ain't gonna get too far. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. I wouldn't if I were you. I know what she can do. She's deadly mad. She could really rip your world apart. Mind over matter. The beauty is there, but the beast is in the heart. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. Watch out. She'll only come out at night. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. She's a man-eater. The woman is wild. Here she comes. Watch out, boy. Watch out, boy. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Yeah, it's easy to say. Top 5 for me. I don't know. Top five albums, definitely. Not top 5 tunes of mine of Hall & Oates. There's way too many tunes to make this a top 5. It's a groove. It's definitely a groove. You play this at the club, you play it at some house party or some wedding or something. If you just got to get the people off their feet or on their feet, off their ass and on their feet, then that's definitely a jam that you can play. Yeah, I would say top 5 Hall & Oates albums all time for me. This is 1982, H2O. That was the last track we're going to play off that album. We're going to keep on moving through as we drift back into their origin story. The next record we're going to play is Private Eyes, of course. 1981, we already played one joint off of it. And I just got to dive into this one right now, man, because I got all the family in the chat, got a decent viewer count right now. So let's dig into this. Here's a fun fact. Tucci he didn't spoil it. See, he's always saying, he's already talking about getting the hand claps ready. Believe it or not, one of the artists that Hall & Oates inspired during the 80s more specifically was a guy by the name of Michael Jackson. And he had heard a song, and he said, you know what? I'm really feeling that song. And more importantly, I'm feeling the bass line, and I'm feeling the groove. So he met up with Hall & Oates, the Michael Jackson, and they sat down, and he was trying to inherit the essence of the groove that these cats had established. And granted, you know, we're starting in the late stuff. We're in 80, I think 88 was the first joint that we played, and we're drifting back to 1970. So obviously he wanted to know how they got this groove. Now, originally, this song was supposed to be off of, I believe it was the previous record, or not in the way that we're playing it, obviously, because we're going from new to old. But it got pushed to this record, and the track is I Can't Go For That. And the story goes that Michael Jackson heard it and said, you know what, I think I know what I got to do for this one song that I have in mind. And the song that he had in mind was Billie Jean. So every time that you hear the bass line in Billie Jean, you can think of this bass line. He was like,
yeah, I kind of like that.
And Hall & Oates was like,
All right, you can borrow it, man.
Oh, cool, man.
the rest is history. Billie Jean tipping its cap to I Can't Go For That off Private Eyes, 1981.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
Tucci did. It's the Rock Garden. Have a fun story about licensing Tucci. John was not a kind dude when he tried to sell. Well, we'll get to the fun fact later. Marcus, welcome in. R&B chart. As soon as it peaked, Daryl Hall wrote in his diary, and I quote, "I'm the head soul brother in the United States." And of course, shout out to Roland CR78 preset, because this entire melody is made off of that Roland CR78. And believe it or not, I got the preset. It's Rock 1B. Believe it or not, this is all just a factory preset. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Private Eyes, 1981. And as we drift, I'm going to head over to Voices. This is from 1980. And for those not familiar with our format, we start with the newer stuff, then we drift back. We very rarely break the 80s. And in fact, it was true this time around. I think it was 87 or 88 was the first joints that we played. And we're drifting back to the 70s. And this joint right here is off of the Voices record, 1980. It was off the RCA record label. It hit U.S. number 17 on the U.S. charts. It went platinum. And this is what they called the pivot. This is before they became the 80s band that we all grew to love. Because they were still that blue-eyed soul band, that funk band, that rock band of the 70s. But this was the pivot. Everything before Voices was Hall & Oates building towards something. And this album is where they arrived. It fired outside, they fired outside producers and studio musicians. They moved straight into Electric Lady in New York City, and that's where they would record the remaining records that they would put out. Yeah, man, they had G.E. Smith on guitar. They had Mickey Curry on drums, T-Bone Walk on the bass, and the results was a sound that actually felt like them, and that's out of the words of Hall & Oates themselves. It was written and produced entirely by Hall & Oates in 1 month, and it launched immediately and almost dominated all the commercial charts at the time, and it was easily, at the time, their biggest commercial success of their career. Obscurities. Who else smells Talking Heads? Mentioning influences because that's part of the tribute experience, right? We talk about who they inspired. We talked about how they inspired Michael Jackson with that bass line, right? And of course, we talked about how hip-hop was inspired by them and vice versa by, employing Arthur to do the drum programming. But here's something that's interesting. They did not influence Talking Heads. They did not influence Elvis Costello. Elvis Costello and Talking Heads influenced them. They had already been, starting to absorb what was happening in New York City. And they kind of infiltrated their soul sound at the point of the 80s. They were already starting to sound like the band that we all grew to know. Now, I say this with emphasis because as we drift to the 70s, it's going to be different. It's going to stay funky, but it's going to be like the Rock Garden funky. It's going to be stinky. It's going to be dank. It's going to have a little bit of a felt feeling to it. A bit of moss, if you will. Stank. So please do not open a window. You'll let all the funk out. Don't do that. Leave the windows closed. Leave the doors closed. Because in a few songs, we're gonna it's about to get nasty. But we still have to round out the 80s, right? And we can't forget this joint. The title track of the infamous Private Eyes.
I see you, you see me, but you blowing the line when you're making a scene. Oh girl, you got to know what my head overlooks. The senses will show to my heart when it's watching full eyes. You can't escape my private eyes. They're watching you. They see your every move. Private eyes, they're watching you. Private eyes, they're watching you, watching you, watching you, watching you. You play with words, you play with love. You can twist it around, baby, that ain't enough. 'Cause girl, I'm gonna know if you're letting me in or letting me go. Don't lie when you're hurting inside, 'cause you can't escape my private eyes. They're watching you and they see your every move, baby. Private eyes, they're watching you. Private eyes, they're watching you, watching you, watching you, watching you.
Number 1 on every chart. The hand clap chorus became a live show signature. One of the earliest and most iconic MTV videos of all time. Who remembers the detective trench coats and fedoras? This is the pinnacle of MTV videos. another number one, y'all.
Your kiss, I can't resist because your kiss is what I miss when I turn out the light. I go crazy, wondering what there is to really see. Will the night just take up your time? 'Cause it means more to me. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing. I don't forget what I want. I want regret what I've done. Regret you. I couldn't go on. But if you insist on knowing my bliss, I'll tell you this. If you wanna know what the reason is, I only smile when I lie, then I'll tell you why. Because your kiss is on my list. Because your kiss is on my list. Because your kiss is on my list of the best things in life. Because your kiss is on my list. Because your kiss, I can't resist. Because your kiss is what I miss when I turn out the
Obscurities. Off the Ecstatic record, 1979. As we drift to the garden.
Unearth them gems, man.
And if you're looking for love and you don't find it in my eyes, then you're running from paradise. Looking for your leaves, darling. Don't you know that you're running from paradise? I caught you staring at the ceiling, captured by the mirror up there. Okay, I see the separation. Making love down here while you're watching it again. And if you're looking for love and you don't find it in my eyes, then you're running from paradise. Looking for your leave, darling. Don't you know that you're running from paradise? I give you every pose you ask for, playing every game you fantasize. I call your bluff, we're running out of breath. You're hooked on love, ain't matter what you find. No.
This is the record that almost derailed everything. Yeah, don't feel surprised if you don't know it. It was produced by David Foster. It leaned hard into the disco sound that was happening at the time, but unfortunately, disco was collapsing at the time. This was 1979. Disco had already faded, man. I mean, David Foster helped smooth out the edges to make it sound distinctive, but it still was underperformed. It was trying too hard to be like the disco scene, and it was not Hall & Oates. So that's a trip, because right before they found their signature sound in the 80s, they went through this weird patch, and it's a friendly reminder that if you're a creative and you're pushing towards something and you feel like you're out of pocket, you might be close to success. You might be close to where you need to be, because we all know you got to push to that edge. You don't know how far you can go until you touch the edge. This was their edge. It's not a great album at all, but there's a couple of joints I want to share with you because they still had a groove.
Don't you
anything, it helped Hall & Oates understand that outside producers were the problem. They had to trust their gut and then employ folks to deliver the sound and the ideas they had in their head if they couldn't do it themselves. Once again, a la Steely Dan, a la Bob James. You know how it works, man. It's a process. You gotta respect the process. It's from 1979, Ecstatic. Charted 33 on the U.S. charts. We got a tune or two, maybe even three left to play on Voices, which is the year ahead in 1980. That went 17 on the Billboard charts. Of course, went platinum. We already played Kiss on my list and a couple of underground joints, but I have a couple more I'm going to play off that record. It's quintessential Hall & Oates. This is a tribute, man. This is the Rock Garden. Once again, big up everybody in the chat, everybody pulling up, everybody lurking. This will be up on YouTube, and I am very much working on a 24-hour 365 radio station that will play all these tributes in their entirety without muting. So stay tuned. So I'm sick and tired of getting muted.
Hey, you should just start your own radio station, dog.
We're working on it. Yeah, fret not. We're not going to lose Twitch at all. This is for the live events. And if the idea came up because I have plenty of friends that just can't make Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific, whether they're across the pond or just across the states or just have things they got to take care of on Tuesdays. So I'd like to put the tributes up there. The open sessions where we're just freestyling. That's for y'all. That's for folks who can pull up live. But the tributes are meant to be heard. We share a lot of fun facts. Of course, it's very casual. We don't keep it too buttoned up, but I would still like to let other folks catch these tributes so they can learn more about these artists and then therefore go out and spread the word themselves and or collect the music themselves. So yeah, that's the plan, man. We're going to work on some type of 24-hour 365 radio set, if you will, that you'll be able to go to jswanmusic.com or at least in this essence, therockgarden.tv to watch it anytime or even listen to it anytime, because let's be real, man, you're doing things, you just want to listen to the tunes and have a great time, so that's what we're here for. This next track is off the Voices record once again. Might be your top five. It might be your top five. It's not my top five, but it's definitely a tune. I would say maybe top 20 for me when it comes to Hall & Oates. You know what it is, man. Come on, you know what it is. You know what it is. It's Voices. You make my dreams come true. Come on. One of the most enduring songs by Hall & Oates.
What I want, you got, and it might be hard to handle. But like a flame that burns a candle, the candle feeds the flame. Yeah, what I got, full stock of thoughts and dreams that scatter. And you pull them all together, and I can't explain. Oh yeah, well, you make my dreams come true.
this is definitely an Old Navy t-shirt type of song. But hey.
Chill.
You can stretch your ass off to this joint, though. I'll tell you what. Look at us, man. We're hour and a half in. Hour and a half in. We ain't even gotten to the top row yet. We are still just hanging out at this bottom left. Or at least your left, my right. But yeah, man, it's tonight. We're doing all vinyl, classic rock, of course, or blue-eyed soul, if you will. It's a Hall & Oates tribute. And we just played some joints off of the Voices. And I still want to share a couple of joints off this Ecstatic record that people called disco record. I did a lot of research on it just to kind of figure out why it was getting that vibe. And there's like 2 or 3 tracks that have the disco essence to it, the drums, if you will. You know, the driving, you know, let's go Studio 54 type shit. And there's other joints on here. And this one is no exception to the other joints. A bit more of a dub, reggae type of essence to it. And believe it or not, as we drift back, you'll hear a little bit of this in some of the joints that will drop. It's not just funk and soul with the rock edge to it. It's very much dipped in some roots. And I mean, let me just go ahead and play the joint. I feel like y'all would understand what I'm trying to get at here. It's not quite the Police, but you know, 1979. John Oates.
Wagwan.
Oh, girlfriend, she come walking down the street. When I saw her, it was like seeing a stranger. Yeah. But even if I try to work it up, no emotions are there. That's when I know what you are to me, and how much I really care. Number one, number one. You are number one with me. Number one. You are number one with me.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find the disco myself, y'all.
I say, why don't you call me anymore? It's been too long, and some nights I need you so. Oh, I do. But even if I try to work it up, no emotions are there, and that's when I know what you are to me, and how much I really care. Number one, you are number one with me. Number one, you are number one with me. Yeah. Number one, you are number one with me. Number one, you are number one with me.
Yeah, there's an essence of it, but I don't want to say it's Roxanne, but it's too easy to say it sounds like the Police when the Police were one of the few bands at the time that were charting that had this swing to it. You know what I'm saying? So, or am I tripping? Michelle Cakes, am I tripping? It's kind of like the Eminem effect of the 90s and 2000s. If you are a white guy rapping, you are automatically labeled Eminem. And again, this whole record confirmed that they can't mess with outside producers. So this is probably them trying to just rebel against the disco sound that was happening at the time. They probably gravitated towards Sting and the Police and some other type of, maybe even some rockabilly, because you do hear it in some of the stuff as we drift back. And you could tell they were battling disco. We're talking about Along the Red Ledge, Beauty on a Black Street. The whole mid to late 70s was just littered with disco. So obviously the rebels will rebel. That's what we do here on the Rock Garden, though. We unearth the obscurities. We play the hits too. We play the pop joints, you know, but we try to we try to educate ourselves too, man. When we do these tributes, I unearth some things that I've never known, let alone heard before. Of course, the bass line from No Can Do, you know, making its way into Billie Jean from Michael Jackson, that was understood. But the whole like gunfight at the Battle of the Bands, and that's how they met, like shit like that is interesting to me, because it kind of makes you, or at least helps you understand of how they stuck together for nearly 40 years. And the fallout is incredible too. We'll get to that fun fact towards the end of the show. Their fallout was some diabolical, like it was not right. And we'll get to that. But moving on, man, we're going to stay on the Voices record for right now. I have one joint I'm going to play off this album that we have yet to really play a ballad, right? And the 70s was full of ballads for them. So was the 80s, but for the most part, the 80s was more of that up-tempo, not disco, but just, you know, that synth funk that was happening at the time. And as we drift back into the 70s, especially the early 70s, you'll hear more ballads, you'll hear more blues, and you'll hear more of the Temptations influence that these brothers had. We talked about it at the top of the show. In fact, we played the live version of them at the Apollo at the start of the show, where it was Hall & Oates doing background vocals for Dave Ruffin and Eddie Kendrick, which is, I imagine, on their bucket list as far as who they'd like to perform with coming from Philly and New York. So we'll get to the ballads later, but this is probably their most successful up to this point ballad that really charted. You guys know it. I know you know it. If you don't know it, I know your big sister knows it. If your big sister don't know it, then go ask your mama, man.
Who are you?
I'm just saying. Because Ma Dukes knows this one. Don't you, Ma?
Word.
Doesn't that much to me. I can't go on singing the same theme, 'cause you can't see that we've got everything, baby, even though you know that every time you go away, you take a piece of me. Just don't care, girl. Every time you go away, take a piece of me with you. 'Cause you can't see we've got everything, baby, even though you know that every time you go away, every time you go away, every time you go away, why you have to go away right now? Every time you go away, every time you go away, go on and go away, girl. Every time you go away, I don't understand why you gotta go, girl. Every time you go away, go on and go free, even though you
It's a tune, man.
every time you go.
Yes, big man, this is the OG version. However, it's not the version that became the most popular version.
Oh, baby, baby.
Paul Young, a cat in 85, 86, it was the mid to late 80s, covered this joint.
You never
But yes, it was written by Daryl Hall.
every time you go away, why you have
And Paul, I believe his name is Paul Young. He covered it in like 85, 86, and it just took off.
every time you go, girl,
A friendly reminder, this one was written and performed back in 1980,
go free.
so 5 years before the big pop one,
You mean so much to me.
which is unfortunate, but hey, we already talked about it. we already mentioned this at the top of the show, right? These cats, they had hits.
Girl, every time
They had hits.
I don't know, go, 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 girl.
And just so we understand how many hits and why they weren't offended by Paul Young running with it. No, big man. Well, I was late too. I knew the joint, but I didn't know at the time that Hall & Oates were the ones that were responsible for it. And speaking of hits, let's go back to this. They charted 29 of 33 singles that they ever released. 29 of the 33 singles they ever released in the history of their band or their group hit the Billboard Hot 100 and Top 40. 29 of 33 singles hit the Top 40. They scored 6 number one hits. They sold upwards of 40 million records worldwide. The RIAA officially named them. Not Rolling Stone, because fuck Rolling Stone. Not Source Magazine. Not any of the magazines out there. This is RIAA officially named them as the most successful duo in rock history back in 1984. And this was well before they were even done. Come on, man. So when they heard Paul Young taking off, they're like, go ahead, young buck. Do your thing. We got plenty in the chamber. Crazy. As we drift in 1978, the year I was born, this record dropped. It's called Along the Red Ledge. I want y'all to vibe real quick. Check this one out. Obscurities.
Obscurities, obscurities,
There's a
obscurities.
chance that I won't know you, maybe I won't like you. It's a long, such a long, lady, it's been a long time. We were lovers in a different story. Can you duplicate it? Or can we make up? Can we make up the time, girl? Have I been away?
talk about a sleeper. The Red Ledge 78. See, now this next record we're about to slip into what I feel is the core, the generator of the duo themselves. This entire top row is where it gets nasty. And granted, we've already played a bunch of hits. We played the pop joints, the majority of them. There's still a handful you haven't heard yet. But I'm telling you, there's obscurities all through this. We still got like 2 hours left. I'm not kidding. These brothers were filthy before they were known. And speaking of before they were known, let me get into that bucket real quick. Daryl Hall, he was part of the Romeos back in 1966. He recorded a single with Kenny Gamble and the Romeos. The lineup included Gamble, Leon Huff, Tom Bell, the future architects of the entire Philly soul sound. Hall was already inside that room, man. Daryl Hall was part of the Temptones, of course, a vocal harmony group back in Temple University. He also did session work for the Stylistics, the Delphonics, the Intruders. This is all in the 60s, y'all. This is before they even got together. Daryl Hall also founded a group that we play on the Rock Garden all the time when we do Two for Tuesdays. You ever heard of Gulliver? 1968 to like 1970, I think it was. It was after him and Oates had met each other at the Battle of the Bands, and they went their separate ways, but he still formed this kind of folk rock, blues rock band with Tim Moore. It was on Electrica Records back, way back in the day before they dissolved. And of course, John Oates, pre-duo bands. He spent 14 years before meeting Hall playing through folk, blues, R&B. He did the coffee house circuit and all that stuff before he got to college. He pretty much had his own soul band at the time as well. And his first single was in 1966, I Need Your Love. It was for Crimson Records while he was still in high school. These brothers have the receipts. So all that 80s shit was not an accident. But we're in the 70s now, so hey, buckle up. This is about to get nasty.
Funky.
You can say that a lie, you can throw up your hands.
There's that 70s vibe.
If the man you got wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong or not, so you know you stand. Love's a test, and you gotta find out if you're stronger than I am. Love hurts, babe, you know it feels bad. But it's the only thing, it's the only thing. Love hurts, babe, you know it feels bad. But it's the only thing that will keep us together. Then we fall asleep, then we wake up as friends with a kiss and the promise we won't do it again. Can't you see when the fighting ends that nobody wins? Can you tell if you've gone too far to come back again? Love hurts, babe. Feels bad. Feels so bad. Love you. But it's the only thing. It's the only thing. Love hurts, babe. Love feels bad. Love you. But it's the only thing that will keep us together. Love hurts, babe. You feel bad. Feel bad. Love you. It's the only thing. It's the only thing. It's the only thing. Love hurts, babe. Love feel bad. Oh, feel bad. Feel bad. Feel bad. It's the only thing. It's the only thing. Oh, the only thing. No hurts, babe. No, it hurts, babe. No, it feels so bad. It's the only thing. It's the only thing. It's the only thing.
As we drift deeper into the 70s, this next album is bigger than the both of us. 1976. It charted at number 13 on the U.S. Billboard charts, and it is considered their breakthrough. After grinding for at least 4 or 5 years with critical respect and modest sales, this is the album that finally connected the talent to the audience. It was their first on RCA after Atlantic dropped them, and it's produced by Christopher Bond back in Hollywood. So it's first time of them leaving their nest to actually produce with some cat on the West Coast. Of course, Sara Smile had already started moving on the Silver album, and we'll get to that album next. But Rich Girl from this record became their first #1 single, and that's the joint we're about to dive into. It is their first #1. It hit the top spot in March 1977, and the song is technically about a rich boy, not a rich girl. Hall changed the pronoun. Deceptively simple groove kind of masks the sharp writing that he has in this. So I invite y'all to sink into the groove, but also listen to what he's talking about. It's about privilege and emotional insulation.
You're a rich girl and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch, girl, but it's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. Say money, money won't get you too far, get you too far. And don't you know that it's wrong, to take what is given you so far gone on your own. But you could get along if you try to be strong, but you'll never be strong, 'cause you're a rich girl and
Welcome in our fam, DJ 90. Of course, those in the back, thank you so much for pulling up, man. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, live from Cali. We do this thing called the Rock Garden. It's all vinyl, classic rock, funk, blues, and jazz. And tonight we tribute Daryl Hall and John Oates via the vinyl. We've been all the way up towards 88, and we're drifting back to the 70s. And this is my favorite part because we're kind of getting outside of the pop joints. We're kind of getting outside of the joints that you might have played on them road trips, or you might have heard Ma Dukes or Pops play. And this one is very much not an exception to that rule, too, because this is one of the deeper cuts. And I would say it's up there. It's top 25 all time for me from Hall & Oates, and it's very much outside the pocket. It is not Sara Smile. It is not No Can Do. It is not Rich Girl. I want y'all to lean into this one real quick. It's the Rock Garden.
Pardon the crazy way I behave in the things I say. Maybe I'm too young to know the score, but there's something inside not right. Wish I could vocalize. If I scream, would you realize? Feeling like a child without a toy. I just want to tell you everything's alright. I'm just looking at you.
Bassline, man.
Cause if I'm acting kind of strange, looking through crazy eyes, cloudy days say it'll look like rain. What's the use? No, it's all the same. Read a magazine, electric light is keeping me from my dreams. How do I sound to you? Like a fool little cuckoo too. Only wish I knew what I could do.
So I have a couple more that I want to play off this, or might even just be one more, off of the Beauty on a Backstreet project. This was from 1977. It charted at number 30. And, yeah, this joint right here is one of the stronger cuts. It's more of a straightforward pop soul type vibe. You might even think, let's see, Huey Lewis and the News, the Blasters, Dire Straits even, towards the end of their legacy or their run. This was a bit of an outlier when it came to their collection. Once again, Beauty on a Backstreet, 1977. This track in particular is entitled Why Do Lovers Break Each Other's Heart? And it's got that old school kind of soul bop to it. Motown, if you will. I see you, True. I appreciate you. Now, see, what separated Hall & Oates from the rest wasn't just the hits, it was the range. The blue-eyed soul ballads, the synth-driven new wave grooves that we all grew to love, the hard rock fringe joints, the funk-influenced R&B, sometimes on the same album even. And none of it really felt forced. Daryl Hall's voice is one of those technically gifted voices in pop history, and he could move from falsetto to full-throated gospel to roar on the mic without a seam. And you could look at modern artists. You know, I think of modern artists, and I think of Daryl Hall, or at least the cats that I see in my head when I think of them. I think of course, Michael Jackson. I think of Justin Timberlake. Even Chromeo has been cited as citing Hall & Oates as a foundational influence to their music. And of course, the more modern folks would be cats like Bruno Mars and of course Anderson .Paak. You hear a lot of Hall & Oates and Anderson .Paak.
Don't ever get it twisted.
Each one teach one. All this is borrowed. So that's why we praise due the legends, the architects, the roots.
It's the Rock Garden.
Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific, live from Cali, all vinyl. Tonight we tribute Hall & Oates. Do what you want. Be what you are.
Do what you want, girl. Be what you are. There ain't no right or wrong way. Just a play from the heart. It ain't a sign of weakness, girl, to give yourself away. Because the strong give up and move on, while the weak give up and stay. So do what you wanna do, what you wanna do, what you wanna do, what you wanna do. But be what you are. Be what you are. Do what you wanna do, what you wanna do, what you wanna do, what you wanna do. But be what you are. Be what you are. Do you believe in hot cars, leather bars, and movie stars? Is that what's real? Paying dues in earth shoes, Chicago blues. Is that how you feel? You can change, you can change, you can change, you can change. But you can't conceal what's deep inside you. It's your game, it's your deal, it's your game, it's your deal. Do what you wanna do, what you wanna do, what you wanna do, what you wanna do. And be what you are. Be what you are.
True Philly soul right here.
Do what you wanna do, what you wanna do.
It barely cracked the top 40. Barely. But set the tone for what the album was trying to really capture. And if you know this record, 1976, Bigger Than the Both of Us. Fantastic ballads, man. And we're gonna move over and on to my personal favorite Hall & Oates record, front to back, no skips, 1975. It's also known as the Black and Silver, or the Silver and Black record. It is the self-duo titled Daryl Hall and John Oates, 1975. It was released off of RCA. It hit 17 on the Billboard charts. It was their first on RCA after leaving Atlantic, and the one that introduced the ballad that we all grew to love, Sara Smile. Now you know it. Yeah, rest in peace, Uncle Carl. I see you, Vic.
Baby, waiting for the sunlight. When I feel cold, you warm me. And when I feel I can't go on, you come and hold me. It's you and me forever. Sara Smile. Oh, won't you smile for me, Sara? If you feel like leaving, you know you can go. But why don't you stay until tomorrow? If you wanna be free, you know, all you got to do is say so. And when you feel cold, I'll warm you. And when you feel you can't go on, I'll come and hold you. It's you and me forever. Sara Smile. Oh, won't you smile a while for me, Sara? Sara Smile. Oh, won't you smile a while, Sara? Oh, won't you smile a while for me, Sara? Oh, smile a while. Won't you laugh, Sara? Make me feel like a man, not keeping me crazy, crazy. Smile a while. Can't find a reason to stay with you. By now a reason should appear. Anybody else could understand my fear that you're much too much. Much too much. Much too much. Too soon. You're much too much. Too soon. Don't think I'm blown away by what I am. It's just a job that keeps me traveling. One thing I learned is how to take my time, and you're much too much. You're much too much. You're much too much. Too soon. You're much too much. Too Don't get too heavy, baby. You've only known me for a week. Gotta keep it steady, babe, steady, baby. Ooh, gotta keep it real. Anything that I could say, everything I've been saying, all come down to that same old thing, that I love you, but I don't
War Babies, 1974. That's the name of this project right here. It's the most radical departure of their career at the time. The record got them dropped from Atlantic. In fact, that's why they moved to RCA, and it was produced by Todd Rundgren with members of his band Utopia, if I'm not mistaken. It abandoned the folk soul direction that was on the previous album, which we're going to get to momentarily, called Abandoned Luncheonette, and entirely went to a different prog rock type of experimentation with that shit. So we'll get to that in a moment, but still has some joints on it, man. Even though it got them dropped from Atlantic, it still got some joints on it. Hopefully that one piqued your interest. But we're going to go ahead and dip back over to the Silver record. This joint right here is a bit out of pocket when it comes to their, I guess, brand or their quintessential sound, but you can still hear it in it. And if you're a true fan, you understand the roots of the tree, man. This is where they came from. This is 1975. And yeah, man, it's off the self-entitled Daryl Hall and John Oates, also known as the Silver Album.
Glammed out.
But the groove's still solid.
I need you more than anyone else in the world. But what you need more than me is the help I can give to you, girl. That's what you need. Oh, you can make it happen. I can show you the way and help you to say, oh, how you feeling inside. Lower your
Come on, man.
Cause she's got to hold on to ground control while Jack does what he feels. Well, he stays away, then he comes home, and he never know where he's been. Jack blasts down time, then he's over.
1974.
He's a kid again, Jack says. So living in a dream. It's so giving him the lead. While he saw Jack in a crowd of boys, he was talking against the man. When she saw the guys getting dangerous eyes, and she knew he was never a man. So she ran on back and said to Jack, oh Jack, Jack, I wouldn't do that. If you're gonna contend, then I'll give you a watch your back. Oh, Jack said you better watch your back.
Sleeper.
Had a knockdown dream, thought he saw the man, thought he'd save the day.
I hope y'all discovered some joints tonight.
For the door, go to church and pray.
We're almost at 2.5 hours. Still got joints to play.
Wayne mixed well in the past. Remember when
This will be up on YouTube and therockgarden.tv.
up in high man.
Shortly.
You know it's so living in a dream. It's so always giving in to me. You once saw Jack in a crowd of boys. He was talking against the man. And she saw the guy getting dangerous sides. And she knew it was never, never a man. So she ran on back. She said to Jack, oh Jack, Jack, I wouldn't do that. If you're gonna continue to give your opinion, I said you better watch your back. Oh, Jack said you better watch your back. He said you better watch your back. Oh, Jack said you better watch your back. Oh, yeah.
They were inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame back in 2014. And they continued touring well into the 2020s. And in 2023, it came apart publicly. Believe it or not, John Oates attempted to sell his stake in the joint venture, Whole Oates Enterprises, to catalog company Primary Wave without Hall's knowledge.
I saw Jack in a crowd of boys.
And Hall called it the ultimate partnership betrayal and filed a lawsuit. They ended up settling in arbitration back in August of 2025. That was just last year, y'all.
Jack wouldn't do that. If you're gonna continue.
When Hall was asked directly if we've seen the last of Hall & Oates after that, he replied, "That is correct."
I said you better watch your back. Oh, Jack said you
But 50 plus years of making music, 40 million records sold, 6 number ones
oh, Jack.
are still in our possession. They're out there in the record shops even. So I encourage y'all to go out there and dig.
Dig.
Keep the architects alive. Never forget where your favorite music came from. That is the sole intention of this show. Regularly. Tributes. Constantly. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here. All vinyl, classic rock, funk, blues, and jazz. Next Tuesday will be 2 for Tuesday. So y'all can pull up and we'll freestyle, man. We'll play some psych rock, play some blues rock, we'll play some jazz rock, some funk rock, some soft rock, some hard rock, some metal. We dip and dive, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up tonight, man. It's the Hall & Oates tribute right here on the Rock Garden.
All the things that used to mean a lot to me don't matter anymore. Ain't no surprises, and we're too young to come to that. Oh, time has a way of lessening love. You know that's true. Nothing at all, nothing at all, nothing at all.
Keno Soul, welcome in. Appreciate the love.
Night, like every night.
Word up.
Sitting and staring. Sitting and staring. Ooh, I wish we could fight. Wish we could fight. Or at least that would be something. That would be something. Oh, time has a way of lessening love. You know it's true. Nothing at all, nothing at all, nothing at all. Don't say nothing 'cause there ain't nothing at all. That's right, nothing at all, nothing at all.
Like I said, this is one of my favorites of theirs. I would say it's number one. It's number one. Daryl Hall and John Oates, self-titled 1975, also known as the Silver Album. The Silver and Black, Black and Silver. The first on their RCA contract after leaving Atlantic. Charted number 17 on the charts. No skips.
Lessening love.
But we trying to keep it, tight, proper for the show. You know what I'm saying?
So don't bother.
So we got a couple more to play off this record, and we'll keep on moving. We are currently in 1975 and 1974.
Who are you?
My name is Jay Swan. This is The Rock Garden. Sliding back over to an obscurity. War Babies. 70s scenario. A bit outside of their pocket, a bit more jazzy than you would expect from Hall & Oates, but I encourage y'all to lean in.
Light. Stay away from the window. Thunder and lightning. And the rain keeps falling down. That's something that hasn't changed. Yeah, there's something inside me. It's quiet when it rains. And at the end of the rainbow, ain't no pot of gold. And the light in the morning hardly ever shows. Ain't no easy living. Everybody knows that it's all around us. 70 scenario. A prisoner in a prison of the mass. She said acceptance of the future is freedom from the past. And I laughed and I said that's alright. Things really ain't that tough as long as I'm still able to turn the TV on. At the end of the rainbow, ain't no pot of gold.
Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Pacific, live from Cali. All vinyl, classic rock, funk, blues, and
Jazz.
Tonight we tribute Hall & Oates. From new to old, we're drifting back, y'all. We're in 74 right now. Alla Parapente, welcome in. Keno, I see you. Big man. true.
Ain't no pot of gold, and the light in the morning, all the other show. Ain't no way to live it. Everybody knows that it's all around, all around, all around. 70 scenario at the end of the rainbow. Ain't no pot of gold, and the light in the morning.
Man, we keep talking about this, man. 21 or 29 of 33 singles that they released hit the Billboard Hot 100 and topped 40 between 1974 and 1991. So we're about to drift before that spectrum, right? And it's my pleasure. We're digging deep, man. This is the Rock Garden. We dig for them gems. We dig for that rock. And stay tuned, because this obviously is already well over our typical show length of 2 hours plus. I think we're almost touching 3. Oh yeah, we're at 2.5 right now, so we're definitely going to touch 3. I do have some demos that I'm going to play towards the end. They released them back in 1997, or not 1997, 1977. My apologies. 1977, they released it on a greatest hit compilation, and it was a handful of joints that they did on their own well before they were signed by RCA or Atlantic. So I encourage y'all to stay tuned for the end of the show. We're going to get into those, and trust me, it's nothing much different than what we've already heard. The groove, the blue-eyed soul, the rock and roll, the jazz roots, the funk, everything is there, just as it is on this next joint off of one of my favorite records. I'm telling you, top 5, if not top, the number 1 record all time for me, 1975, Daryl Hall and John Oates, self-titled. The joint itself, man, I'm just going to drop it. Check it out, man. It just keeps getting better as we drift back.
Get yourself together, bro. Go take a walk or something.
Just a little boy lost looking for lamb in the all-night city, living in a lonely limousine. And though he never has to worry, he's the only one and only one he's ever gonna need. Absolutely, he's in definite need of a woman, child, and some better kind of love when the hot town hurt him. And he knows how happy he could be, but he don't know if he can make it between the money and another lonely night. Now the time has come, got to stay or run, or the time has come. Ooh, baby, we've been alone too long. You don't want to be lonely, baby. We've been alone too long. You don't want to be lonely. Another pretty face, another body ache, still awake 3:30. Dial another number, no one home. So then he wastes his time with TV, and he wonders if he lost the only one. Wonders if it's free, too afraid to see how alone it could be. Ooh, baby, we've been alone too long. You don't want to be lonely, baby. We've been alone too long. You don't want to be lonely. We've been alone too long. I know you don't want to be lonely. Don't wanna be lonely. Don't want to be lonely. Don't wanna be lonely, lonely. Don't want to be lonely.
All right, so this next project is where the story should have begun. But in typical Rock Garden fashion, we start with the newer stuff, then we drip back to the origin stories. This next project was released in 1973 off of Atlantic Records, and it was, I think, number 33 on the charts, and spent nearly 40 weeks on them charts at 33. Like I said, this is where the real story begins. This is their second album of all time, produced by the legendary Arif Mardin. Blends folk, acoustic rock, and of course Philly soul into something that doesn't sound like anything else from 1973. And you're going to hear that in this. You'll hear a little bit of, Marvin Gaye. You'll hear a little bit of Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. You'll hear a little bit of America. You'll hear a little bit of Traffic. It's folky, but it's funky, and at the same time, soul. Yeah, man, this is I would say top 5 records all time for me when it comes to Hall & Oates. No skips, but you have to have an open mind. It definitely has a folk, sometimes country western texture to it, and the album cover art itself kind of hints towards that, but it still has the Hall & Oates roots to it. This song that we're going to start it with is entitled She's Gone. It's written about a breakup both Hall & Oates were going through at the same time. They both were breaking up with the girls. Once again, recorded in 1973, it went nowhere. It was reissued in 1976 after Sara Smile broke through and hit number 7. So people were hip to their older shit and they pulled up. And that's what we do here on Twitch, right? We play the pop tunes that kind of lure you in and hear the obscurities. But anyways, this song waited 3 years to find its audience. And when you hear it, you're going to scratch your head and wonder why, just like I did. It's the Rock Garden.
Rock Garden.
1973. Again, this didn't really pop off until 76.
Spend eternity in the city.
It took them 29 years to sell 1 million copies of this joint. Can you believe it?
Monoxide drove my thoughts away.
Fuck out of here, man.
And pretty bodies helped us out of memories. They can never be what she was to me. She's gone. She's gone. I better learn how to face it. She's gone. She's gone. I pay the devil to replace her. And she's gone. What went
Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, live from Cali. Station identification. This is the Rock Garden, all vinyl classic rock, funk, blues, and jazz. And tonight we tribute Hall & Oates. Man, it's been a journey. We still got joints to play. I'm still scratching my head at this one, though, because this should have been a #1 hit. It's crazy that it took damn near 30 years for it to sell 1 million copies, let alone it didn't really catch fire as a single, let alone a project, the entire LP, until Sara Smiles took off, or Sara Smile. That's the problem with the mainstream. And I all due respect to the mainstream, I understand that most folks aren't as obsessed with music as we are. But come on, man. You know when it's when it's a hit. And it just blows my mind that they had so many joints that just never really charted. But then, once again, I digress, because we talked about how they had 29 joints out of 33 that were released as singles that charted. So, I mean, hey, beggars can't be choosers. These cats have been running the game since 1970, and we're drifting back to that era. This next joint is off of that #1 album that it's at least #1 in my world from 1975, Daryl Hall and John Oates, self-titled, also known as the Silver Album. This one's in obscurity. Hopefully y'all understand it and groove to it, but it's got a wonderful groove, a wonderful backbeat, and man, just classic Hall & Oates here on the Rock Garden.
Tin can sound and a dead-eyed crowd turn a sane man crazy, and a crazy man sad. I can fight with the best, but I can only go so many rounds. And that's grounds for separation, preparation for better things. Gonna grow a new set of wings and fly away. Robot action, mission response, manufacture feeling like a tooling down.
got samples coming. I'm having such a great time ping-ponging back and forth between this project and the next one. Abandoned Luncheonette versus the Silver Record. Two of my favorite. I would say 1 and 2. So, once again, a little bit of a disclaimer. This other project, like I said, that's my number one right here. The Silver Album's my number one with Sara Smile. This is my number one. My number two is Abandoned Luncheonette. And the reason it is because no skips on either one of them. But this one, 1973, kind of leans more towards that rock spectrum. And I know everybody calls it Blue-Eyed Soul, and I beg to differ. It's not Blue-Eyed Soul. They might have started with Blue-Eyed Soul, but it's more of a funk rock, a groove rock, a boogie rock at certain points. Of course, they have ballads, but hell, so did Nazareth, so did Black Sabbath, so did Led Zeppelin, right? So I don't like to add style labels to artists, because any given project could have a soul song, a jazz song, a rock song, etc. So it's really hard to pigeonhole these cats, or at least label them as a rock or soul artist. They're just great musicians, and they've proven that over their legacy. But as I always do, I digress, and we're going to dip back into the Abandoned Luncheonette. And this song is one of those ones, and there's 2 or 3 more that I'm going to play on this record that I want you guys to actually embrace the folk and the roots rock, the southern rock, if you will. Even though these brothers were from the Northeast, they still were channeling cats like, we said, Crosby, Still, Nash and Young, America, Traffic, Allman Brothers Band, the Doobie Brothers. A lot of the joints that we play on Tuesdays when we're not doing a tribute. So I want you to really kind of find that, sense that in their music. But you know I love me some roots rock.
Show you right.
See now, this is the grizzle. This is that knuckle part of the chicken wing that I'm trying to get to. It's going to take you about 50 chews to get it down, but trust you, you're going to get it down. Grizzle.
Funky.
I'm saying, man, it's a special project, and just as that whole jam right there started to unfold, I just watched our viewer count drop at like 12. So that was kind of funny. They heard the banjo and they're like, not my stream, I'm out of here. But peace to all y'all that stayed in, right? Because trust me, this record right here has electric violin, it has mandolins, it has mandolas, banjos, all the above, but it's still funky, it's still groovy, and it still is Hall & Oates. And that's who we're doing a tribute on tonight. The next joint is special. Extra special. It's off their first record they ever produced or had released by a major label from 1972. It's entitled Lily, Are You Happy? It's the sole representative of that album we're going to play tonight, Hall & Oates. It's folky, it's gentle, it's about as far away from Maneater as you can get. And that's exactly why it's worth playing. It shows where they started. It shows what catapulted them into their groove. It makes the arc of the whole night that we spent tonight harder, more meaningful, because we started with 88 and now we're drifting back to a joint like this. I hear Carly Simon, I hear Janice Ian.
Laughing lady, does your smile disguise the tears inside?
King Rich, I see you.
Lonely lady, only silhouette your happy side. You give yourself to men who take your love, then smile and watch them walk away. Are you tired of giving it? Are you really Are you tired of giving Lily? Are you really happy? Are you really happy, Lily? Are you really happy? Are you tired of giving Lily? Are you really happy? Laughing lady, are you satisfied to live a life? Lonely lady, is it in the stars for you to try? Do you fulfill yourself with lies and dreams? You seem contented with your life. Does it only give a living, or does it make you Does it only give a living, or does it make you happy? Are you really happy, Lily? Are you really happy? Are you tired of giving, Lily? Are you really happy? Are you really happy, Lily? Are you really happy, Lily? Are you tired of giving? Are you tired of living? Are you tired of giving, Lily? Are you tired of giving,
As we continue ping-ponging back and forth between the OGs and my second favorite record of all time by Hall & Oates, Abandoned Luncheonette. And this next joint, once again, has a lot of acoustic flair to it. It's entitled Lady Rain, and it features an electronic violin, a mandola, a mandolin, and of course, a nasty bassline and groove. Keep the minds open, y'all.
Lady Rain, lay your sobbing head down on my shoulder. Lady Rain, do your body eyes see me much older? Can you see my past? Can you find my future? Should I take it slower till my life is over? Oh, Lady Rain, is it I'll be going down in pain? Lady Rain.
Yeah, the breakup was not too long ago. Believe it or not, it was 2023.
Lady Rain, do your cloudy eyes see me much older?
In November 2023. They came apart publicly even. See, John Oates attempted to sell his stake in their joint venture of royalties through the Whole Oates enterprise. He tried to sell it without telling Daryl. So Daryl sued him, and they settled in arbitration in 2025. And once again, Daryl said, "We will never play again." He called it the ultimate partnership betrayal. Over 50 years of making music together, and this homeboy just tries to up and sell the catalog. For those that aren't familiar with who's who, it's the cat with the mustache. The cat with the mustache is the a-hole. I felt it myself. I'm like, when he shaved his mustache, it was all downhill from there. Because that mustache had a brand of its own.
Let it rain. Lay a sobbing head down on my shoulder. Lay it down. Let it rain. Dear cloudy eyes, see me much older. Can you see my past? Can you find my future? Should I take it slower till my life is over? Oh, lady rain, is it I'll be gone down in pain? Yeah. Is it I'll be gone down in pain? Yeah.
The next track I'd like to share with y'all is a previously unreleased track from 1973. It's entitled It's Uncanny. It was recorded with Arif Mardin after the abandoned Luncheonette project was recorded, and that's what we just heard. But before War Babies, so it kind of still has the folk soul pocket before Rundgren pulled them sideways into that 80s type of, programmed drums in essence, that type of essence, but it's still a jam, and I still want to share it with y'all. It's entitled It's Uncanny, unreleased from 1973. Now, this is soul music right here, man. Get your strut on. I see you, City Hunter.
It's uncanny, the way you always call every time I think about you. It's uncanny, baby, the way you always know just what I'm going through. Sometimes you take me by surprise and I don't know what to say. When I'm not alone, you always find me where I lay. But when you call my name and take my breath away, it's uncanny, baby. It's uncanny, baby, please don't you know, girl? When I was lonely, oh, you were my friend. When I needed you, you took me in, girl. When I was crazy, you bring me back home. When I see you, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love again. It's hard to talk about all the trouble that I feel, and I can't always see what's fantasy and what's real. But when you call my name, my worries disappear. It's uncanny, baby. Uncanny, baby. Keep on doing it, girl.
Rock Garden.
Notes uncanny.
Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific, live from Cali. All vinyl.
I think about you. You know it's uncanny.
Tonight, you know who we tribute, man. You know what it is.
You know it's uncanny. It's uncanny, baby.
Our next stream will be tomorrow night, Wednesday. That's Grown Folk R&B. We call it the Bridge City Hang Suite.
You know.
Whole different theme, whole different interaction, whole different experience.
Keep on,
Who are you?
My name is Jay Swan. This is Hall & Oates.
keep on doing it, 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 doing it.
Peace to all the family in the chat tonight. All those in the back of the room. This will be up on YouTube as well as therockgarden.tv. Keep that in mind. All of our past tributes are up there as well. We have the Crusaders, we have Led Zeppelin, we have Sly and the Family Stone, we have Bob James, we have Phil Collins, we have Pat Benatar, we have, who else have we tributed up on that bitch? We have, The Police. I encourage y'all to pull up the Guess Who. And I'm working on a Climax Blues Band tribute that I really want to share with y'all. If you're not hip to the Climax Blues Band, man, stay locked. And of course, if you ain't already following, please follow. And if you don't follow here, you follow me on Instagram too. I do the promos over there as well. But this is where the live show happens. And we are working on a 24-hour around the clock type of radio type of service that will allow you to listen to, not watch, but listen to our tributes. Because I record them all. Keep them locally, and of course YouTube likes to mute some of them because of restrictions and whatnot with the licensing. But if you stay a supporter of the channel, you stay a supporter of the Instagram. Those are the only two platforms I'm on, Instagram and Twitch. You'll always be informed of where you could find this stuff. And of course, the following and the next tributes. We do tributes for R&B on Wednesday. We do tributes for hip hop on Friday. We do tributes for rock and roll. And of course, Blue Eyed Soul on Tuesdays. Here's another one from that abandoned luncheonette, 1973. Acoustic vibes. Get in the rhythm, man. Fall in. Something tells me Soluz would dig this one.
I went downtown to see my lady. She stood me up and I stood there waiting. It'll be alright when the morning comes. Now I'm up in the air with the rain in my hair. I got nowhere to go, I can go anywhere. It'll be alright when the morning comes. Just in passing, I'm not asking that you be anyone but you. When you come home, try to come home alone. It's so much better with two. Now I'm out in the cold and I'm getting old. Standing here waiting on you. It'll be alright when the morning comes. When the morning comes. When the morning comes. Just in passing, I'm not asking that you be anyone but you. When you come home, try to come home alone. It's so much better with two. Now I'm out in the cold and I'm getting old. Standing here waiting on you. It'll be alright when the morning comes. When the morning comes.
And what a tune. And I'm hoping you guys can you can sense what I was saying about Traffic and Allman Brothers,
When the morning
Crosby, Stills, Nash, right? You're feeling it, right? And I want you to understand this essence of Hall & Oates versus the next one that we're going to run. This next one is another unreleased joint from 1973. And when we talk about Blue-Eyed Soul, this isn't Blue-Eyed Soul to me. The next joint is Blue-Eyed Soul to me. And I invite you to kind of, spar with yourself when it comes to the textures, the instruments, the instrumentation, the way that they're arranged, the way that the instruments are played. Because if you give a funk musician a banjo, it's going to sound completely different than if you give it to a folk musician. My pops plays folk music. We sit out on the porch and he plays his guitar all the time. His friends come by, they play the guitar all the time. It's very much a folk essence. It's not funk. It's not rock. It's not soul. It's not R&B. It's folk. And these cats captured the folk essence with this Blue-Eyed Soul type of upbringing, if you will. The soil was Blue-Eyed Soul, definitely, because as we started off the show with the Apollo live show where they were getting down with Ruffin and Kendrick, I mean, this is Philly soul, for real. But that wasn't. And that being said, this is. This is Blue-Eyed Soul.
This is
Hall & Oates.
This is The Rock Garden.
Laughing short, but loving lasts. I can't mix the future with the past. Can I stay close to you? I wanna stay close to you. You've got yours, and I've got mine. And what we have is so hard to define. Just take a look at your lifeline. Ooh, you've got a lot to shine. And say, baby, I wanna know you for a long, long time. Know you for a long, long time. Oh, darling lady friend, we'll see each other when it's time to show. Just for a minute or for a year. But then again, only you and I know.
So we got one more joint I'm going to play off of the Abandoned Luncheonette project, and then we'll stay strictly within this unreleased category, if you will, before we head out. I thank everybody, once again, for pulling up tonight. We're well over 3 hours. We're almost touching 3.5 hours. This will be up on YouTube. And like I said, I know a lot of stuff gets taken down on YouTube because of the licensing. I am truly working on a program of such that would allow you guys to stream this stuff, at least the audio, on a regular basis anytime that you want to. I just got to spend the time to get the server up and whatnot. Mixcloud does not work for it because they do not allow you to play the same artist back to back to back. I think if you play the artist 3 times, they take your stream down. And of course, Twitch is great for live, but not everybody can pull up live. And I understand that. I respect that. And I want to honor that. But this music and this knowledge that I'm gaining, because I stay a student. I don't know about y'all, but I stay a student. I'm learning every time I do these tributes. And I want the masses to hear this. So best way to do that is to let people know that Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific, we do this on Twitch. And it's all vinyl. And yeah, we curate, man. We have fun facts, stories, banter, my own personal opinions as well as yours. We engage, we interact, and of course we play these gems. This next one is the last cut that I will do off of Abandoned Luncheonette. And yeah, man, I hope y'all had a wonderful time. We got a few more joints, but just saying, I appreciate y'all. It's the Rock Garden.
Off on a turnaround, flying gambling fools to the Holy Land, Las Vegas. Sometimes she's here and sometimes she can't be found. Turn around. Sarah's off on a turnaround, flying gambling fools to the Holy Land, Las Vegas. Sometimes she's here and sometimes she can't be found. Turn around. Sarah's off, half hiding far above the clouds. How she flies, I know I gotta find her a place she can push her toes around. And she needs a place where she can lounge and wear a gown in. Sarah, turn around. Turn around. Sarah.
Yes, the same Sarah.
The same Sarah.
Fools to the Holy Land, Las Vegas. Sometimes she's here and sometimes she can't be found. Turn around. Sarah's off on a turnaround. Las Vegas. Sometimes she's not around. Turn around. In any night, well, she's here halfway around the world. Oh, I could cry, and so I know I gotta pray for delays and for days till she beside me. Oh, alone in her room, and her scattered clothes remind me. Sarah, please, Sarah.
I myself, you know, because you guys know I make music, right? I just dropped a record was March 1st of last year in 2025, and then we did a vinyl pressing and this year for the 1-year anniversary, and there's a handful of people in the chat that actually pulled up and supported it and purchased their album, and I appreciate you guys for that. And I've done the mistake before. I say all that to say I've done the mistake before by putting somebody's name in a song. You can't take that back. So when I hear him talk about Sara Smile, Sarah's gone to Las Vegas, turn around, you know, Sara. And then all of a sudden you learn when you do these tributes that he was going through a breakup of the same girl later in their career. And as we drift back through the music, we almost get the story of not necessarily the turmoil, but at least bits and pieces of this person being a part of their life. And that's the beauty of music, right? I think it wasn't Paul McCartney necessarily, but it was somebody in the Beatles that said, when all else fails, write a love song, because everybody can relate. We've all had our heart broken, or we've all desired somebody. So we all have that understanding, if you will, that logic and familiarity. And when music touches those strings in your heart, it's heavy. So they didn't do a lot of sob songs, right? Most of this stuff was groovy, pick me up, walk with your chest out and your chin up. But they did have a handful of ballads that really rocked the world. And this next one I'm going to share with y'all is named after the creek, a creek in Montgomery County in Pennsylvania. Shout out to PA. I know we had JB 1200 in here earlier. It's called Perkiomen. I think that's how it's pronounced. But it's basically the geography that shaped both of them. It's folky, it's intimate, it's deeply rooted in the Philly landscape they grew up in. And pretty much just a good talking point to have before we check out. Yeah, this is the essence of them before they became big. This is before any record deal. This is before any shows. This is entitled Perkiomen. Once again, listen to that mandolin. Roots.
Rock, 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 rock.
Slipping down
Rock, rock,
mountain
rock.
stream. You know
Demos before the budgets.
maiden lady, touch the water, forest standing, sentry over mossy wall. She comes when you call. Outside, you got me slipping like a honey slide. I'll take a ride with a willow weeping, tears and streams into the stream, and the waterfall is a tinsel wall. Early omen, somewhat cloudy, Indian water slipping down a mountain stream. You know what I mean. Ooh. Outside, you got me slipping like a honey slide. I'll take a ride with a willow weeping, tears and leaves into the stream, and the waterfall is a tinsel.
Rock, 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 rock.
Turkey omen, somewhat cloudy, Indian water slipping down a mountain stream. You know what I mean. I need Turkey omen.
I want to continue with these unreleased joints. This next one is entitled Love You Like a Brother. It was the third unreleased track from a session that would soon become Whole Oates in 1972. So we're going to go ahead and I'd say we pegged this for like 1971, maybe 1970.
It was always you and me and him, whiskey, sour, beer, and gin. We were having fun. But when the night was over, you'd go off together, leaving me alone, all alone. I stayed up every night. I had to find a way. I had to get to you. So I told you he was
It's another joint. I'm like, how did this not make a record, man? These boys had heat. They had heat.
Because she said I remind her of the love she left behind.
Oh, man.
Said I love you like a brother, and that's how it's got to stay. 'Cause I don't need no reminder of the love that went away, love that got away. And the more I desire, oh, the less it does inspire.
Oh, man.
She said I remind her.
Where are we at with the time? It's 3.5 hours deep. Oof. I got a couple more joints I want to play for you guys, if you don't mind. But before we get to those joints, these are all unreleased joints from here on out, right? Like these are demos and or unreleased from previous sessions of the albums that we've been journeying tonight. But I want to go through the fun facts real quick, just some highlights real quick. They are considered the most successful duo in rock history, the RIAA, not Rolling Stones, not your favorite blog, but RIAA made it official in 1984 that they are the most successful duo in rock history. They had 29 out of 33 singles that were released by their labels hit the Hot 100 and Top 40 between 1974 and 1991. 6 of those went on to be number one. I Can't Go For That, we all know that joint, topped both the pop and R&B charts simultaneously, the only record in the history to this day that was able to hold both number one spots at the same time back in 1982. Almost no white acts have ever pulled that off. And I hate to say white as in race, but we talk about blue-eyed soul. We know what you mean by blue-eyed soul. And don't get it twisted, only Daryl had blue eyes. John Oates had brown eyes. So shout out my brown eyes out there. But yeah, man, the first white act to ever really pull that off. Of course, Michael Jackson admitted that he borrowed the groove from Can't Go For That for Billie Jean. He said it himself. And of course, one of the most sampled songs in hip-hop history, I Can't Go For That, has been flipped hundreds of times by hundreds of artists across decades of rap and R&B. They built their own recording home. They were tired of outside producers filtering their sound. They moved into Electric Lady Studios in NYC back in the 70s in 5 minutes. It was pretty much 5-10 minutes away from their apartment. So they just started producing their own shit. That's fantastic. And in that pursuit, they sold over 40 million records worldwide across a catalog spanning 5+ decades. 50 years of Hall & Oates. And Hall was already inside the machine before Hall & Oates even existed. He was a session singer for the Delphonics. He was a session singer and player for the Stylistics and the Intruders. And recorded alongside of Gamble, Huff, and Tom Bell. The Philly sound wasn't just an influence. That motherfucker helped build it. Here's a deep cut. Deep River Blues, a standard, 1968. Enjoy, y'all.
Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. Let the rain drop right on, let the wave sweep along, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. My old gal, she's a good old pal, she looks like a waterfowl when I get them deep river blues. Ain't no one gonna cry for me, and the fish all go out on a spree when I get them deep river blues. So let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. Let the rain drop right on, let the wave sweep along, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. Give me back my old boat, you know I'm gonna sail if she float, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. I'm river blues. Young little lady, young little lady, I got them deep river blues. Young little lady, young little lady, I got them deep river blues.
Once again, I thank you guys. I do want to play one more joint off this, the unreleased sessions. But before I do that, I do want to leave a closing statement. Once again, Daryl Hall and John Oates, they spent the better part of 2 decades making music that crossed every genre, or even line, from genre to race to era to format. Once coined as blue-eyed soul, had in fact topped the R&B charts and rock charts and U.S. and world charts at their time of their peak success, and pop records that hip-hop producers are still flipping 40, 50, 60 years later. A catalog that starts in Philly 1971 and doesn't stop hitting until 1988. That's the arc that we just walked through tonight. And whatever happened between them at the end doesn't really change what they built. I always say separate the artist from the art. The records are still here. They're still the same. And the grooves are still there. And tonight, so were we. And so I appreciate y'all pulling up, having a great time with us. And like I said, I got one more joint I'm going to play for y'all. Another joint that they did well before they were signed. This is probably 66, 67. And it's entitled Past Times Behind, which is fitting as we reflect back on Hall & Oates tribute. This has been The Rock Garden, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, live from Cali. My name is Jace One. Catch us every Tuesday right here, all vinyl. You don't get no tree, let alone fruit, without the roots. So respect the roots.
On an island in the sea, with a love oh so warm and a sweet cup of tea. Will you think of the time with your friends and mine, sleeping days, living nights, leaving those past times behind? Say these words if you can. They may never come again. Lift your eyes, see the night. There's no time to pretend. Will you think of time with your friends in mind? Sleeping days, living nights, leaving those past times behind.
And once again, our next show will be tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on Twitch. It's the Bridge City Hang Suite, Grown Folk R&B. Hope to see you then. Thank you to all the friends and family that pulled up tonight, all those that lurked. Appreciate y'all.
See you soon.
Will you think of the time with your